the back of his car.
It's Daniel Hemric.
This has all the makings of a little wheel hop on corner entry right here. If there wasn't contact from another car, this is really what I would consider a hard hit for Martinsville. You know, this is a place we definitely see wrecked race cars, but normally it's contact with other cars. That's a pretty good shot into the outside wall. That's going to take a backup car for sure. He's run 16 laps in practice so far. Now, an advantage, practice today, race tomorrow. You know, if this was a Saturday morning practice, this team would really be up against it. But they're going to have a little time. Let's take a look what happened here.
Yep. You can see, got in too far, and back starts jumping when it starts wheel hopping there. And you've got no control as a driver at that. I mean, there are things you can do, you know, if you can react quick enough to literally get off the brake, kick the clutch in, but it happens so fast.
And Jeff Gordon told me the best thing. Yeah, he goes, listen, it's really easy to get one to stop wheel hopping, but you run out of real estate way quicker than the time. He's like, I know what to do, but there's a wall cut. You know, he's like, if I had an entire airport runway, I'd just push the clutch in, the thing would stop wheel hopping, that'd be fine. He goes, but, you know, there's a corner, a wall, sand traps if you're at the, you know, a road course, so.
Well, and to the road course point, DJ, I hear drivers talk about wheel hopping a lot there. Same thing here? Same exact feel?
Yes, same exact thing. And you know, the biggest thing is most, as you were talking about Jeff saying that, most of the time when this happens, you're approaching a tight corner that you don't have much time to react. And so, you know, especially somewhere like here, it's not, you know, turn one at Watkins Glen, yeah, you can slide off and probably not going to hit anything. But here, there's so little time that the next thing you know, you've backed into the wall. Now, you know, a hit like that with the Cup cars that are running now wouldn't be a major issue as far as doing a lot of damage, but these cars aren't like that.
So now the real interesting thing for me is when we talk Martinsville as a whole and the challenges of Martinsville. Currently, the Xfinity Series haulers are in the infield, but they're going to be moving out because Cup Series haulers are coming in for practice tomorrow. So normally you go to the Xfinity Series garage, the 11 would start working on their car, but how are they going to do it here at Martinsville? The garage area is here, but their haulers are going to have to move out. Their shops are about 60 miles from here. So it'll be really interesting to see what Colleague Racing has planned or prepared for. Do you start working on the vehicle in the infield, even though you know you have to kind of stop down in a few hours and move on? Do you go back to your shop? This is going to be one you see Chris Rice right there on the telephone. I think he's trying to work up that plan. Of exactly
you think that's bent the rear clip enough that this would create a necessity of a backup car for sure, or is that?
I think the rear clip's probably fine. The challenge is you see the damage to the sheet metal on that car. I just don't know, without having the ability to kind of locate the height of the deck lid itself, I'm not sure if you could get it repaired. Now, at the shop, it's not that bad. You can put it underneath your fixtures, put the deck lid where it needs to be, fix the sheet metal. Most of the panels bolt on and bolt off anyway. So it really comes down to, if they can locate where the deck lid needs to be, I think you could put new sheet metal on this car pretty easy, and that's what I would prefer to do. Non-aero racetrack, I know it looks like it's heavily damaged, but I'm sure this is their best short track car, probably has the lightest weight car, probably the best seat center of gravity. So if you could somehow get the sheet metal back, put a new rear bumper on it, which on the next gen would be bolts. Here you'd have to cut it off and weld a new one in, but it's not a reasonable amount of work. Something you could do in the shop for sure overnight.
Such a contrast for Daniel Hemric, left here last year with a chance to win the championship at Phoenix, racing for Joe Gibbs Racing. He went and did that. This season has not gone the way he wanted it to, not in the playoffs heading there, and now out a primary race car.